From the beautiful Wildfire in Henderson, we're for the title match of today's JBT event. Devyn Patalina owned this tournament, but he's still got to win this match to capture his third career JBT title. He's going up against newcomer Samantha Conti, and the handicap difference is 32. Devyn's got to win by 33. He currently leads by 20 halfway through. He's got a washout to deal with here in the 6th frame on a tough lane condition. 5th frame. Tough pattern. Samantha qualified 3rd today at +4, so only 3 bowlers managed to go plus in the handicap division, but Devyn lapped the field at +168. Really excellent performance by him all day. Different story though in the title match. You're the only 2 left bowling. Everybody's sitting here watching him, sitting here talking into this stupid little camera. Devyn can make this washout though. Just get the ball left to the 1. 1 will drive into the 10. That's pretty close. That's real close. Not close enough. So 3rd open in a row for Patalina. He's got 65 through 5. That's the bad news, the 3rd open in a row. The good news is Samantha's stuck on 5s and 3s right now. She's gone 5-3, 3-5, 3-3. Let's see if she can break out of that here in her 5th. Just misses the head, but leaves a relatively simple 1-2. Samantha, if nothing else, has got to be just plumb exhausted right now. This is her 11th game of JBT today. She bowled 3 games of league this morning. She's bowled more games than she is years old. Uh-oh, and she's going to miss that one to the left too for 4 opens in a row for her. Never fear though, she overcome a pretty slow start last game to end up tying number 2 seed Katie Cox, and then Samantha won that 2-frame roll-off to get here to the title match. It's her very first JBT event. You don't have to be 20 years old, you don't have to be some 200 average bowler. Samantha came in at 111 today, and here she is bowling for the title. Tries her luck in the Brooklyn, and an even more makeable 6th pin. Let's get Samantha a spare here. High game today of 136, way back in game 2. Started off with her low game of the day, a 90 in game 1. So hung in there at -8 for 5 games. The cut was way down at -51. So easily made that first cut. And are we going to have a spare? No, we're not. She walked away from that. I don't know if she thought she made it for sure or not, but either way, it didn't work. Hello, Miss Destiny. Destiny, can you do a better job than Cortez and Eric did with the stretch commentary? No. Yeah, yes, you can. Already, that commentary.
At first I thought you were going to say bowling. I was like,
well, not bowling, not yet. Devyn said he took a bunch of lessons all week long, and boy, did it ever pay off. It's far and away the best handicap result of the day. But more issues here in the 6th with an ugly looking 3-4-7-10, but really it's just a 3-10. Can you pick it up? What does he got to do to pick this up?
Well, I throw my spare ball.
Yeah, it's a good start. It's a great concept. If you make the 3-10, you generally make this. You can do that. Devyn came at 146, qualified 1st at +60 with the 211 high game, and another 200 in the semifinals. There were a lot of scratch bowlers today that didn't have 200 games. I'm going to grab too much of that 3, and it's not good when you leave the 7-10 after 2 shots. So he's got 73 through 6. He still is leading Samantha by 19 pins, and again, he's got to win the match by 33, so he's roughly made up 2/3 of the handicap with 2/3 of the match gone, so it's anybody's game here in the 7th. There's the parents of Devyn live and die by every shot over there. He's going to tell Lemon all about it. That's Katie Cox, by the way, your 3rd place finisher. Devyn in the 7th, tries the Brooklyn side, and that's an ugly little 3-9 that he's got to shoot at. Double woods are never easy, but when you've got a pattern this hard, it magnifies the level of difficulty, wouldn't you say? Super tough today.
Yeah.
Did you double gutter today? I don't think you're alone.
First frame.
Oh, so you started out with 0. You were a frame behind everybody? Really? You started out with a double gutter today?
Yes, I did.
Oh dear. Shake it off, Destiny.
I didn't even think I was going to break 100 with that goal.
Well, I think you were going to break 1, let alone 100 if you start out with a double gutter. Hey, I think he's going to get... Oh, no, he's not. I thought he had it. He thought he had it. Everybody thought he had it. Walt thought he had it. She thought he had it. He was sure he had it, but not to be. So big opportunity here. It seems just like the last game. Whoever's going to string a couple spares is going to win this thing right now. Opportunity now for Samantha, but she almost threw it in the drink. War of attrition, folks. That's why Scratch finished up 45 minutes ahead, that and the tie. P.S. Thanks to Blaine and the whole crew here at Wildfire. New pin setters. The place looks great. I love the look of this place. I like the mirrors on the side. Pretty cool masking unit.
Makes it look bigger.
It does. You need that when you only got 18 lanes here in Vegas. That's a much better shot at the spare. But doesn't get that ball to rotate at all, and instead it's back to those 3-2 things. So, through 7 frames, Conti trails by 23, and again is getting 32. So Devyn has done nothing right in the last 5 frames and has picked up a few pins of handicap. Let's see what Samantha can do here in the 8. That's a good shot. Oh! Much better shot. Best shot we've had her on camera. See, that ball's not rotating. It's not picking up a rotation, so the ball deflects when it hits the pins, and that's how you leave 10 pins like that. Switches to a ball. That's one of some reasons, yes. Switches to a ball that doesn't look at all for the 10 pin, and we've got ourselves a spare on camera on international web TV. Hey, Mark. We weren't sure it was going to come, when it was going to come, if it was going to come. But sure enough, we got a spare on camera. Let's see if Devyn can do the same. And really, he can't afford to not do the same here. He's going to start running out of frames. This is the 8. Still has 9 more pins to make up, and then his opponent just marked. Bowled so well all day. Wants to finish this off for himself, his family. He knows how to win. He's done it before. So he can put it together here. You see that ball in both bowlers' cases, just not picking up a roll at the end. The ball's got a skid roll hook, and it looks like it just wants to break out of the skid, but doesn't. Well, another makeable spare. Will continue to lead by 23 if he gets it. Do a little false start here. Nerve-wracking for these youngsters. Youngins. The 2 Utes. That's right. Absolutely. Hey, I think he's got a spare. Oh! I'm not going to say that anymore. I think that's the 3rd time I thought he had a spare, and not to be. So now, Patalina only leads by 12. But you gotta, one of the biggest cliches is bowl your own game. You really got to do that in this situation. His opponent could mark out and shut him out, or his opponent could, go 2-3. Heaven forbid, pull a destiny. We don't want that, do we? No, she says. Regroup here. Throw your best shots of the day here in the 9th and 10th.
They don't do it. I do. I foul. Like how many times?
That's right, yeah, you were fouling up there. Alright, breaks up the split here, leaves himself the makeable 6. Gotta have this spare here in the 9th. Palpable tension. Walt is a hoot. You live and die by your kids, don't you? There we go. I'm sure of it this time, Destiny. He has the spare. Nicely down to the 9th. I was waiting for it to actually touch the pin. Speaking of living and dying by your kids, that's Samantha's dad here. He was just biting his nails off camera before. He's ready to jump out of that bench right here if Sam can pull it together, but it's wide right again. She's only going to get 3 on that one. And that's big because it's on the smear, so it's almost like losing that mark. Boy, both bowlers, tough shot, a little bit of nervousness, sheer exhaustion, all factoring in here. It's low scoring, but it's entertaining. See, it's totally up for grabs here. Back to the left. So only 7 total pins in the ninth. So if you give Devyn a strike, which is how we kind of figure out count, which is, you know, saying something at this point, that would be 111 through 9, which, lo and behold, is the 32 pin difference that he's got to make up. So it's who's going to show up in the 10th, and that's a nice ball. Boy, I wish she had that on her previous frame. She would have gotten 8 on the fill instead of 3. It would have been worth 10 extra pins on the scoreboard. Basically, making this forces Devyn to do something very similar in order to win in the 10th. Hook! Oh, just didn't quite get over there. All right, so she finishes up with an 88, which is 168 on the board. Devyn's got to win by 33 to win, which is a 124 game. So he has to mark. Mark and fill good counts. He can barely look. She can barely look. He can barely look. Hopefully Devyn's looking right at the target, nothing else here. Wow, wide right again. Oh boy. So he drops 5 pins a count, so the best he can do is 126. And he needs 120. He can still win, but now he's got to like get spare 8, something like that. Dad, by the way, I failed to mention, is a JBT Bowler of the Year back in the 80s on the East Coast version of JBT, so he knows exactly what both of these bowlers are going through. He needs 121 to win. He's got 106 spare working, so he's going to need spare 5. That's a very makeable combo here. No, he misses it left. The open of the 10th will cost him, and Samantha Conti has somehow pulled out a victory here for her first title. My goodness. Disappointment for Devyn, but he's won them before. He knows how it is. She's not sure yet. Now is she sure? There's the handshake. She's sure. Someone's giving her the thumbs up over there. She's going to bed. He's going to bed. I'm going to the pub, and we are going to do it all over again tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Well, let's give her a trophy and go on with it. Here we go.